story of the day. 2-month grace period for visa holder violators. The UAE is giving visa violators a 2-month grace period to clear their fines. The ICP just announced this grace period for residence visa violators to either regularize their status or you can leave the country without facing any fines.
This decision offers violators a chance to regularize their status, reflecting the UAE's core values of compassion and tolerance, of course.
So this is amazing.
Yes.
I love sometimes the grace periods come in with parking fines and such. Anyone who's overstepped the visa mark, you know that if it's for a tourist visa, it's 50 dirham a day, which racks up.
Yeah.
And that this is coming at a time. And I think everyone just praises the move because it's just recognizing that things can happen.
Yeah, 100%. And people's circumstances differ, of course. It's just really nice to know that like this is one less thing, I guess, that you have to really, really worry about. Like 2 months is very generous as well. Like I think if you're even extending it for a month, it's like you kind of get time to get your affairs in order, but 2 months is really nice. But things happen, as you said, can't control.
Exactly. It just shows compassion because I've seen Facebook groups and comments before about, you know, for example, maybe they know someone who's overstayed their fine and it's gone so long now that they're afraid
to travel.
You're afraid to travel, and well, also you're afraid to go because you've racked up so much a fine that you can't pay. That once you go, you're like, well, I can't pay this fine, so what's going to happen to me?
Yeah.
So this is showing compassion for people in a vulnerable situation. If your fear is that you've overstayed the fine and you've racked up these an amount that you cannot pay, the country is acknowledging that and also giving people opportunities to regularize their status. I think we shared the same story a couple of years ago, and the party line was, you know, come have a conversation with us, and we'll see what we can do. Like it's very open to welcoming people to the country, or cutting your fines and saying, look, you've overdone it, you can go home and not have to pay them. So it's great.
No, honestly, and the country is really good about doing that in general. Like you said, I think every New Year's as well, they bring out a new initiative that like if you have a certain number of fines as well, we're going to waive like a percentage off or something like that. So it's not the first time we've seen something like this, but I think it's just good because, you know, people don't, I think you have to go out of your way to kind of do it. I wonder, is it just like automatic as well? Like you just kind of get the extension. So kind of no muss, no fuss. It's just kind of done.
I think you go and present yourself and say, hey, look, this is what's happened. And then you'll have the conversation.
Yeah.
But we know that the authorities definitely deal in compassion in these cases.
Yeah. And very welcoming to like new tourists, new residents as well. Like that's the whole theme of the country in general.
So true.
Yeah. So come.
We're going to jump in